Hey traders, today is September 12th, 2013, and I'm going to go over the trading for the day. There were no trades for me yesterday, but let me get into GERN. So this is a daily chart of GERN, and I'm going to go ahead and clean this up real quick to clean these extensions up. So basically, you could have seen this as a few different things. You could have seen it as a second day parabolic because we had this shorter term breakout level right here. Yesterday was the breakout day, and then today would have been the continuation. Or you could have seen it as a break of this resistance level, longer term resistance level from September of last year, and you had this big gap fill here that gave you pretty much no overhead resistance. So there was a lot of potential for this thing to run, and this could have been considered our first day breakout. So it was a little bit of a hybrid of both setups. So let me go to the entry chart. We had a resistance level that was developing into this 188 level right here on intraday, and then I went ahead and entered once that broke and entered full position and scaled out into strength. I really wasn't too sure where this thing was going to go. This level right here was the 2 level, nice round number, psychological area for traders, or the mass majority of traders. So I really wasn't sure what it was going to do, but I scaled out into strength and then scaled some more at this 2. Unfortunately, I didn't get the fill at 2 like I wanted. And then the last part of the position, I actually left this on as a runner. But unfortunately, there was some button pressing when it came to the order matrix that we use, and a stop, instead of putting in a stop market, we ended up selling this position here. So this was error. This should have been, I was trying to hold this last part, probably trailing or behind this EMA, to see if we did get that pop into 205, 206 area, because let me show you the daily chart. Well, actually, let me show you. Yeah, so here's the daily chart, and let me show you these extensions. I pulled 2 extensions, and you can see that there was confluence into this 205 to 208 level. And lo and behold, we ended up popping right to it. But unfortunately, we had that error with the matrix, pressing the wrong button, fat finger, whatever you want to call it, and we were all out. So that was that trade. So the other trade was SIGM, and SIGM was a breakout trade, and there was my husband Chris was having some trouble with the matrix, and he ended up, instead of doing stop market, he kept doing stop or sell limit, and he was selling when he meant to be putting in a market order. So a lot of error on that end, user error on that end today, but it does happen, and there's really nothing you can do about it except learn from it and try to get better at and get more familiar with your matrix. But it really was just a mistake. So this one, even though the management was totally, this was mismanaged because of an accident, I'm still going to show this to you because it's a really great trade. This is a continuation trade. So basically on the daily we had this run followed by a pullback, followed by continuation of the momentum to the upside. So wow, look at this thing. It definitely had a nice run today. So we were looking for the break above the high of 612, okay, but we wanted an intraday break pattern to show itself before we would enter. So we had this beautiful intraday break around this 620 level, I'm sorry, and entered on that break. So obviously this, you have to ignore these arrows because this was not managed properly. However, it ended up working out really nicely. You can see that this stock ran, and then it pulled back, retesting this 620 level, this intraday breakout level, which is just, you could see it bounced right off of it and continued higher, which is so important. This is a great lesson as to why you want to keep your stop behind areas where the market should not go, so that you don't end up getting low ticked. Because if you would have had your stop up here, or maybe even, maybe even up here behind this EMA, you would have gotten low ticked, and this stock just reversed immediately and ran in your favor. So this is why you want to keep stops behind where the market should not go. So in this case, I would have had my stop behind this pivot low and said that's where the market should not go, around this it shouldn't go below the 612 level, because that's where the breakout came from. So you want to make sure that you're managing your stops correctly. And then this was just a really nice little move in SIGM. And that was the trading for today, and I'll keep you posted if anything else goes on today.